What if I told you that the Boston Celtics superstar is making an electrifying push for MVP? Jayson Tatum is not just another name in the league. He's the driving force behind our defending champions, leading the Celtics to a phenomenal season. With the team sitting pretty at the top of the Eastern Conference, Tatum's numbers are staggering: 26.9 points, 8.7 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. But why isn't he getting the national respect he truly deserves? It's time to dive into the heart of this narrative and explore why Tatum might just be the most underrated star in the NBA today. If you love the Celtics as much as I do, hit that subscribe button and give us a like to keep up with all the latest on our beloved team. Jayson Tatum is making an undeniable case for MVP this season, and as a passionate Celtics fan, I can't help but feel excited about what this means for our team. The Boston Celtics have been absolutely electric this year, and it's no surprise considering we're riding the wave of last year's championship glory. With essentially the same roster back in action, the expectations were high, and Tatum has risen to the occasion like the true superstar he is. While the entire starting lineup deserves recognition, there's no doubt that this is a star-driven league, and Tatum is leading the charge. His numbers are staggering, averaging 26.9 points, 8.7 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. He's not just filling the stat sheet, he's leading the Celtics in almost every category. Yet, it feels like he still doesn't get the national respect he deserves. Why is that? I mean, when you're the cornerstone of the defending champions and have your team sitting comfortably in the second spot in the Eastern Conference, shouldn't that be enough to garner some serious MVP consideration? Look at his competition for the MVP title. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Nikola Jokic are both phenomenal players. But are they lifting their teams to the same heights Tatum is with the Celtics? I'll let you be the judge of that. Tatum's impact on our team is palpable, and the fact that he's leading the charge for a squad that many are considering favorites to repeat as champions is monumental. Can you imagine the joy of seeing the Celtics hoist that trophy again? It would be the first time in nearly a decade that a team has repeated as champions, something worth celebrating on every front. As a fan, I can't help but feel that Tatum is the biggest reason we're in this position. As long as he stays healthy, the Celtics have a legitimate shot at coming out of the East. But let's talk strategy. The Celtics have been playing unselfishly, moving the ball well, and Tatum's ability to create not just for himself but for his teammates is a game changer. That's what makes him so dynamic. He's not just a scorer, but a facilitator. Now, with all this in mind, do you think it was the best decision for the Celtics to rely so heavily on Tatum? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, he's proven time and again that he can handle the pressure and deliver when it counts. On the other hand, we need to ensure he stays healthy and doesn't burn out as we head deeper into the season. The balance is crucial, and I trust the coaching staff to manage his minutes effectively. But here's the emotional component. I want to see Tatum recognized for his brilliance. He deserves to be in that MVP conversation, and if the Celtics continue to win, it will be hard for voters to ignore him. With a roster that has depth and talent, it's vital that we maintain this momentum. Every win feels like a step closer to our collective dream as fans, but we need to rally around Tatum and show that his contributions are invaluable. Let's not forget about the potential impact of Jaylen Brown's recent knee injury. The updates have been concerning, and as fans, we all feel that sense of unease. How does this affect our aspirations? If Tatum continues to shine but Brown is sidelined, can he carry the weight alone? It's a lot to ask, but if anyone can rise to the occasion, it's Tatum. Still, we need to keep our fingers crossed for Brown's quick recovery, because the synergy between those two is what makes our team so special. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Is Tatum the MVP candidate he deserves to be? How do you feel about the Celtics' chances this season? Are we in a good position to make another deep playoff run? Your thoughts matter, and I want to engage with every one of you on this journey. Celtics fans, let's dive straight into the latest concerning news about Jaylen Brown and his knee injury. As we gear up for the playoffs, the last thing we want to hear is that one of our best players is dealing with ongoing issues. Brown has been battling this knee injury for most of the season, and with the playoffs just a couple of weeks away, it's crucial for him to be at his best. We've seen the Celtics manage his playing time, sitting him out of games to give him some much-needed rest. But, and here's the kicker, Brown's recent comments after the game against the Suns have raised some serious eyebrows. He said, Things will get better, I'm sure, but if they don't, then I still have a good feel of where my baseline is at. That's a lot to unpack, and honestly, it sounds a bit concerning. If rest isn't guaranteed to improve his condition, that might mean we're looking at something more serious. From my perspective as a die-hard Celtics fan, this has me torn. We want Brown to be healthy and effective when it matters most. But is there a risk that pushing through might aggravate the injury further? It's a fine line the Celtics are walking here. On one hand, we know how vital he is to our title hopes, especially after he dropped 31 points against the Suns. On the other hand, we can't ignore the fact that we might be setting ourselves up for trouble if Brown's injury worsens as the playoffs progress. It's clear that this isn't just a simple case of needing a little rest. The talk of potential surgery in the offseason adds another layer to this situation. I can't help but wonder if the Celtics are making the right call by allowing him to play through the pain. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, I want Brown on the court, leading the charge. But I also want him to be fully healthy. As fans, we've invested so much hope and passion into this season. The Celtics are sitting at the second seed in the East, and the last thing we want is to head into the playoffs with a compromised roster. The anxiety around Brown's injury is palpable. It's not just about this one player. It's about the entire team's aspirations. If Brown can manage to push through and perform at a high level, it could be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. But what if that leads to long-term issues? What if we end up losing him for the entire postseason? I know I'm not alone in having these fears. We've seen how critical every game can be during the playoffs, and having a healthy Brown will be essential if we want to make a serious championship run. I'm also curious about how this situation impacts the rest of the team. Are they feeling the pressure to step up in Brown's absence or during his less than 100% performances? We've seen players rise to the occasion in the past, but this is different. The intensity of the playoffs is like nothing else, and if Brown isn't able to give it his all, it could create a ripple effect throughout the roster. And you? What do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you hopeful that Brown will get through this injury and elevate his game when it matters most? Or do you think we should be concerned about the toll it's taking on him? Your insights are important, and I truly value the community we've built together as Celtics fans. This is a pivotal time for our team, and we need to rally around them. If you believe in this squad, if you think they can overcome these challenges and make a run for the title, then let's show our support. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with everything Boston Celtics. Let's keep the conversation going, and together, let's hope for the best for Jaylen Brown and our team as we head into the playoffs.